واحد، أن إحنا كلنا بشر كسودانيين جنوبيين بنستحق عشان نعيش بالسلام، نستحمل بعض ونصالح خلافاتنا ونعيش بالسلام. ده رسالة تسامح والتعايش السلمي بيجيك من آي راديو هناك في جنوب السودان.
This is a message of peace. We all are South Sudanese. It does not matter where anyone comes from. We need to respect each other and support each other because we are one. We all are human beings. As South Sudanese, we deserve to coexist peacefully, tolerate one another, reconcile all our differences, and live peacefully. This is a message of tolerance and peaceful coexistence brought to you by iRadio, your eye on South Sudan.
Welcome to the Sundown Show. On this show, we bring you the movers and shakers of South Sudan and the world over. We engage in debates and discussions that unearth the stories behind the news. And we have our light moments too by chit-chatting about issues that affect our day-to-day life. Stay right here on the Sundown. Join in and be part of the show on iRadio, your eye on South Sudan. The Sundown. For the news, views, opinion, debates, and discussions. Listen to who is who talking about issues that affect our country and continent. Only on the Sundown, your eye on South Sudan.
Hello and welcome to the Sundown Show on iRadio with me, Madrama James. Today is Tuesday, the 22nd of April 2025. The program comes to you Monday to Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. for comprehensive look at daily events, the latest information, in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and exciting surprises. To be part of the show, call us on 0911-22986-986. Send for us a text message on 0913-986-986. If you can't access the radio, we are also on Facebook, X, YouTube, and more. You can also stream this broadcast by logging to that's our website at www.iradio.org. Coming up. The United States government has granted visas for a South Sudanese delegation to enter the U.S. and take part in the 2025 spring meetings organized by World Bank and the International Monetary Fund.
Special thanks to His Excellency Michael J. Adler, United States Ambassador to South Sudan, for his pivotal role in coordinating the issuance of the visas, particularly in light of the existing travel restrictions on South Sudanese nationals.
Well, we will hear the full statement read by the spokesperson of the Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Ambassador Pukayul in this coming hour. Meanwhile, the Mundari residents of Kugi and Jor Bomas have reconciled after deadly clashes that erupted over grazing land and more than a week ago, claiming the lives of over a dozen individuals.
Governor Anna ka bina targake au Mundari na bina sokrak bedora altalabu dorde. Mini yom jima fat ladi yom sabit anna maakum. Mundari kulu aino sokol altamolo. Anna bodi leta rabuna ya bizidu leta kabir ogwan min tab de kulu ana ber
نعم باسم كثير من عبر ما جاي في برنامج بتاع Sundown. And still to come, we will cross to Jonglei State, where authorities in Tuchi East County have raised the alarm of worsening humanitarian conditions as the area continues to grapple with aftermath of flooding.
Governor Anna ka bina targake au Mundari.
The starting of the day we have received around 12 cases. That has happened even yesterday. It has happened too, and the patient was transported to Bor Hospital from Jale.
Well, these stories and more coming to you in today's edition of the Sundown show with me, Madrama James. Stay tuned as we take this break. When we come back, that's when officially we shall kickstart the show.
There's no problem with celebration of appointment of any public figure to any public office when the celebration is done by his family, loved one, friend ones. But the disturbance is when the celebration is done in public office using public resources while the country is undergoing a pressing economic situation. And our appeal as a civil society on behalf of the citizens who feel disturbed whenever public office are celebrating appointment of public officials using public money is that public appointees take a responsibility of avoiding the use of public resources for celebrating your appointment.
Well, now let's start the show with some good news for the government of South Sudan, where the United States government has granted a visa for a South Sudanese delegation to enter the U.S. and take part in the 2025 spring meeting organized by the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. The delegation will be led by the Minister of Finance and Planning, Dr. Marial Dongring-Ater, and will include other top government officials. According to a statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation seen by iRadio, the team is also expected to engage in bilateral meetings aimed at strengthening cooperation between South Sudan and the U.S. Meanwhile, the ministry says Foreign Affairs Minister Mande Simaya Kumba has written to his American counterpart, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, reaffirming the strong and ongoing ties between the two nations. He also revealed that Minister Kumba is planning an official visit to Washington, where he is expected to hold high-level talks with the U.S. officials on issues of mutual interest. And there is more appreciation. The ministry has extended a special thanks to the U.S. ambassador to South Sudan, Michael J. Adler, for playing a key role in securing the visas, especially considering the current travel restrictions on South Sudanese nationals. According to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, this upcoming engagement reflects South Sudan's growing commitment to diplomatic and political and economic cooperations with the United States, as well as a deeper engagement with the international community at large. More in this following statement.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation is pleased to inform the public that the Honorable Ambassador Mande Simaya K. Kumba, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, has formally written to his U.S. counterpart, the Honorable Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, reaffirming the strong and enduring bilateral relations between the Republic of South Sudan and the United States of America. The ministry further announces that the Honorable Minister is planning for an official bilateral visit to the United States to engage in discussions with his U.S. counterpart on matters of mutual interest and cooperation, underscoring the government's commitment to strengthening diplomatic, political, and economic ties with the United States. The ministry also extends its sincere appreciation to the government of the United States and its embassy in Juba for the cooperation and facilitation in issuing entry visas to South Sudan's delegation, led by the Minister of Finance and Planning, Honorable Dr. Marial Dongrin-Ater. The delegation is scheduled to participate in the 2025 annual spring meetings organized by the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund in Washington, D.C., and other engagements for the best benefit of the two countries. A special thanks to His Excellency Michael J. Adler, United States Ambassador to South Sudan, for his pivotal role in coordinating the issuance of the visas, particularly in light of the existing travel restrictions on South Sudanese nationals, and for his continued efforts in enhancing the already existing cordial bilateral relations between South Sudan and the United States. The ministry remains committed to deepening engagement with the international community and strengthening South Sudan's diplomatic relations globally. End of statement.
Well, you have heard from Ambassador Apokayuel, who also doubles as the spokesperson at the Foreign Affairs Ministry here in Juba. Now we are asking you, do you consider South Sudan participation in international meetings like the World Bank Spring meetings can help improve our economy at home? Tell us why, if you think so, and if you don't really think so, tell us as why not. 0911-2298698 swal nam semena min spokesperson beta Foreign Affairs Ministry bugula Junuba Sudan be zatfi delegation al Minister bita Finance ya bishilo woman BMC fi Washington DC ashan ke fi MC wa adero intima bita Spring the World Bank wa kaman International Monitoring Fund yao kutu faita mtaket shikil intima zeda biyak der side ashan igeru economy asa junubin gad bumuru min fogore wala la tasal manina 12 wide wala 229 fi zaman bitasi wana baaruf kan fi fathar albeside yana momnu le junubin ashan ke fi yelga visa ashan bedamon BMC baro kaman fi Amerika wala fi Washington bezat lekin Foreign Affairs wala wizara kharejia baro kaman boshkuru US Ambassador Michael J. Adler ashan ke vijaribu wa wadi fursa le junubin wa bezad nas bitawkuma yemshi wa adhiru intima almuhim de raya bitabu konshinu but fesel tuwale.
The crucial message that I would want to tell people of South Sudan is that we have tried war in 2013, 2016, but it fails. Let us embrace peace and let us engage in dialogue. And our government and leaders, there is no other alternative but dialogue. Dialogue is the only solution. And I would want to call upon our religious leaders to actually continue putting pressure on leaders of South Sudan, the political class, to make sure that this country does not descend or go back to a full-scale war in South Sudan. Our people cannot afford another war because it will be devastating to our people.
Itabasma le radio الحقيقة I radio inatakum fi Junub Sudan.
Well, let me talk to my first caller. I radio. Still, you can get back to us on 0911-2298698. Do you consider South Sudan participation in international meeting like the World Bank Spring meeting can help improve our economy? I radio.
Hello, I radio.
Naam, ma batal. William Marab.
شكرا بابا. أنا بس بتمنى إنه ربنا يسهل الأمور لأن وضع لنا ماشي فيه ده وضع سيء جدا وبتمنى من التيم الماشي يقدر يخلقوا برنامج يلا يعمل شركة محلية للجاز لأنه دايرين شركة محلية للجاز أنا لقى لي أبو الاقتصاد بتاعنا بتاعنا لأن الاقتصاد بتاعنا ماشي لأسوأ ووضع ماشي لأسوأ لكن إذا منستر الجاز بتاعنا بدو برا بيجيبوا راجع إنه يبيعوا لنا ثاني ياو لكن بنحب إنه نحب إنه إن شاء الله يعملوا شركة هنا يجيبوا الناس يعملوا شركة في جنوب السودان يكونوا يساعد الناس.
شكرا جزيلا. ناي راديو.
الو.
ايوه.
ما ويلي من اللوغو وان.
مرحبا، كيف اللوغو يا ويلي؟
تمام يا اخويا.
رايح بتاعك شنو؟
يا لا تجيت برنامج كويس إلى في شنطة بتاعك كمان يعني.
نشكر ربنا.
أنا بقول لك كده أنا بقول لك أنا ودي شو أنا أول حاجة للسفارة الأمريكية في جنوب السودان عشان كونه هو أكثر مننا كمان زول عشان نمشي مثل الدور بتاعنا في الاجتماع تاع الأمم المتحدة في بخصوص تلقيات البلد. فهذا فرصة سعيد جدا يعني. أفضل أننا كان ذلك الجنوبيين أننا نتألم من ناس زي ده. شفت مون دخل لنا بصورة ما في زول يمشي بهناك لكن مون قال كمان بصورة قرر بتمن مو دينا فرصة عشان نمشي بهناك. كان نصف موك ده كان يكون في الرجال بتاعنا يعني دول هنقلتان كده تعرف قوام الرجال بتاعك كده يلا بعد ده عشان بعدين يعني ما يكون في كعب شديد برا شفت انا زي عمل حاجه كويس جدا جدا هم كان قال لنا ما في زول يمشي لكن من طبعا اجتماع كبير هم يعني عندهم نيه لنا اليوم الليله في صوبار بتاعهم قال لك ما في زول يمشي وفي كلاماتهم الكثير ده كله لكن نياتهم لسه من دلنا حب يساعدنا لكن كلام اللي ممكن انت طبعا ده كله انذارات عشان كده جاز الموق بتاعنا لكن ما نتغير فعشان كده دائما كنا نسول الموقع الكويس دائما يا بيساعدنا لقدام ودي كلافي انا كل بقول لها باقي جماعه يا اخوات
شكرا جزيلا انا في رسالتك وصل اي راديو
مارتن من أويل
مارتن كيف شمال بركزال
شمال بركزال كويس ما في حاجة مدار
شكرا مرحب
The participation of South Sudan delegation to the United States is very fantastic. It will change economic very much to us.
Oh, thank you. Hi, radio. Hi, radio.
Yes, hi, radio. Good evening.
Good evening.
Radio Tamba from Wang.
Welcome.
Yeah. I think this is a good move by the United States of America to allow our people to go and be in the meeting. And also it's a strong warning to us to change from all the bad things you are doing. So I hope as they are going for the meeting, let them also bring home good results as the citizen of this country is really suffering. Thanks.
Thank you so much for sharing your thought with us. Still, you can do that on 0911-22986-986. As you have heard, the U.S. government has granted visas for South Sudanese delegation to enter the U.S. and take part in the 2025 spring meeting organized by the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. So we are asking you, do you think South Sudan participation in international meeting like the World Bank spring meeting can help improve our economy at home? I read you. Get back to us on 0911-22986-986, or else you can visit our Facebook page live and share your opinion with us. We have Dengdi Mamer is saying, hello Madrama, I am Dengdi Mamer from Medina. Well, greetings to all listeners of iRadio.
Hello.
Aywa.
Yes, we are speaking to Lino in a will.
How is Will this evening?
Yeah, Will is very good.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for this program.
Thank you.
This program is very good that you brought up in iRadio. I'm appreciating that.
Thank you, my brother.
The only things, the problem that we have in South Sudan, my friend in the studio, though our people can go, they come with nothing because always we used to go to those meetings. When we come, there is no improvement, which is a very great problem. So I'm appreciating the move of American embassy that have allowed our leaders to go and participate. But I want to tell our leaders that you go and participate and come back with something. Don't come with nothing.
Which is something do you want really to see?
I want to see the improvement of the economy in South Sudan. But if they go and they come back and there is no improvement, like now people are almost 1 year without salary. There is inflation is going up every day. You see, these economic crises are always coming up, which there is no improvement. We want to see this improvement to happen when people go and participate in international meetings. They must come back and they come and improve something for us. Because we are suffering.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your thought with us. Still, you can do that on 0911-22986-986 via our Facebook page. We have Wane Emmanuel from Joppa. He's sending his greetings to Dennis and Misuk in Joppa, and he is also thanking all of us for the wonderful show. I radio. Misa Lur Madrama Jamis Ustaz Akota Call.
Sorry, Madrama Jamis. Sorry. Madrama, كلام برنامج جبته أو مع أجل العلاقة embassy US أجل وعمل الجنوبيين عشان الناس يمشي يعمل participation في meeting الإيكونوميك ده هو خايته ما بطال مدراما لكن تعرف المشكلة لنا كان جنوبيين ما عشان إنه South Sudan is educated people they know everything لكن العادة بتاعنا we don't even concentrate into the work يعني عشان تعمل العمل اللي بتشغل ما في we know how to present أنت شفت الجنوبي بكاتب ناس you know this guy is a educated person you know everything but when we come to the action to operate they have 0% today as well بس أنا حتى لو كانوا من مشي في واحد كان عملوا ده منداق 90 كم شنو ده هل كان عملوا ده بتاع أفر كده جاي عملوا ده منداق ده هل كان لا الوزير بتاعنا بتاع المالية كان قاعد يخاطب أول كم بتاعه بكون شنو في أجمع أنينا
ita gasi da jere economic conference alasil kan fi jubar
conference kan amalu mu kan amalu fi jubar ina
na'am
do we have now outcome al problem bitana kan jinubin we know how to write we know how to speak we know how to represent we don't know how to operate lanu azola bishakal amali ila hadar alwaqi da yaudul biguli tabar bikon lanu yakun ma da haja inu ita amal da calculation dai kinu ya bakali alfawan bata bukun turam dai kinu ya bakali shabab shab ta dola bishakal nafsu dai kinu shukul bata lakin kan ta bauchi na ta mu represent woman bamshi and then they will talk well later on when they come to Sudan they remain as South Sudanese udai ya mushi ku kan kalam malu wannan su udai haga so ana da yarin woman yamshi na they come out with the good of achievement muja kana ja yin ta muke you present then when you reach to the airport of the international airport of the Juba then you leave it and then you go out how what does it mean so
ya ustaz akoda call
aywa shukran
okay na mana kan da rasa da akoda call lo bugol taban lo hita der intimaz da mafrut tabiyeji benetija al quiz lo meselen do akoda call yamshi ladi fi Washington DC wa der intimal muhim zedede باسم بتاع جنوب السودان ده شنو او بجامو بدبلانينا في داخل جوبين وفي جنوب كاخول راديو
ده انا ده ولا تقال انا لسه نتاكي لكن انا ما قدو
مشكلة
ماما سميرة من
نعم ماما سميرة
انت بعرف قال انا لسه لكن انا ما قدو
يا ليلى
القاوم النفس ده انا قاسم
قدم
اي برنامج ده انا ما بعرف بس
ده برنامج بتاع Sundown في ناس كبار بتنا توخوما ماشين في واشنطن دي سي ده في أمريكا
ساكال فوكوما تجاين أنا
يلا بداب لناس الماشين ده تقدر كريم نجيب شنو بداب
كريم نجيب لنا سلام بس
سلام في أمريكا
بيس أنا ما ده إيه كلام بس أنا در
نعم
أي
شكرا خالص أي راديو أيوة
يا لو ولا مبيت أنا رجعت لسؤال تأكل أكل كاتسالورا.
قدم.
يلا أكل أكل هو سجاس تيني نازل يجيب لنا حاجة كويس زي شنو؟ مثلا زي شركات. يا أنا فاهم أنا كل الجنوب أصلا يعني حاجة بدانا هنا كله يعني اقتصاد بدانا وضع الماشين فيه وضع كعب. عشان كده بنحاول إنه أي زول ماشى زي ما زي يجيب لنا إن شاء الله شركة بتاع جاز شركة بتاع منو شركة بتاع عشان أنا لقينا ذلك شغل. والدولار زاد ينزل.
نعم.
شركة بتاع الزراعة شركة بتاع أي حاجة يفيد جنوب السودان أو غازينه ما غازين أي حاجة أنا لازم يجيبوا لنا.
شكرا خالص عشان تجاوب السؤال بتاع أستاذ أكوداكون. أي راديو.
ألو.
أيوة.
أي راديو.
نعم.
مساء
مساء النور. شكرا جزيلا منو واتصل من وين؟
سوي جون في جبل جديد.
مرحب.
ما بطل. البرو ده البرو إن كلام لو ما رو إن كلام الفلسطين من رجوارا كلام من جاف دنينا فيس فيس لكن لو من ماشين من رجوارا من مجمع بجاه من رجع فيس لنا جاو كلام رو بأسيا لكن كلام رجوارا بأسيا كلام جاه من رجع فيس لنا
شكرا جزيلا. شكرا. All right. Many of you are saying, if possible, the delegation should also, in the bilateral discussion, they should talk to foreign investors to come and invest in South Sudan. Others are saying, with the having organization on board like the World Bank and the International Monitoring Fund, they should talk to them, advise them technically so that our pounds also gain values. Those are some of your opinion. Let's keep the conversation going right here. Hi, Radio.
Madrama Jam.
Yes, Lul.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Can't complain. Thank you.
Good to have you.
Thank you so much.
Madrama Jam, I don't think going to the United States will improve our economy.
Why?
Public belief. Because our economy is in trouble here. And I don't think the meeting that will be held in the United States will bear fruit, because we should work on our economy as a citizen of South Sudan. We can improve our own economy. I don't think the United States will improve our economy, or going to the United States will have positive impact on our economy. Because here, where the prices of food and commodities are spiraling out of control, and the government has been doing nothing to curb this. And if the United States could help to do this, and then it should be doing this for a long time, and then we have been suffering for so long. Why? If the meeting could be fruitful, and then it should be fruitful before, not now. We have been suffering for long. If this is the case, Madam Jan. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now let me turn my focus to our Facebook page. Those who are also sending in their comment, let me give it back to them. We have this one is coming in from Guy Nyok Chan. He's saying, wow, Yellow Eye Radio. I'm watching you live from Upper Nile, and greetings to all the listeners of I Radio. Thank you so much, Guy, for reaching out to us. Then we have Sadi Stephen is saying, Yellow I Radio, I appreciate the move, but let the government select the qualified people in that delegation so that they can represent South Sudan in a good way. Stephen Rodolfo Andrea from High Saura, Juba, right here. Now, Stephen, for your information, the delegation will be led by, that's Dr. Mariala Dongring-Ater, who is the current Minister of Finance. And in the delegation, it will also include other top government officials. Apart from that, we have Michael Matthew Dengi saying, Yellow Eye Radio, I'm watching you live from Willtown. I appreciate the topic that you brought up, and my greeting goes to you. Thank you so much. Keep those messages coming via our Facebook page, and let me get more of your opinion via our live call right here. Hi, Radio.
Yes, that's it. I ready.
Mr. Nur.
Came from where you are connected with him.
Marhab.
Yes, for those delegations who are going to Washington, we're looking for them to bring peace in South Sudan. That is one. Two, education system is very poor. Three, the instructions in South Sudan is very poor. Road are very poor. Juba to Barakatal is very poor. They're supposed, those delegations are supposed to have a plan to give the budget to the people who are going to do the road. And now we see the road, the issue of the road is very big problem in South Sudan. That's why everything is now is in high price. If the road is smooth, the driver cannot say you bring more money because it is very near. It's going to be reached soon. That is happening. Fourth thing, in South Sudan, we see crisis now in a different counties of in a different state of in a different state in the country. There is a different conflict. Like now in Warabi State, there is a huge of white army coming there to ban part of the Twitch there in a part of Twitch County in Warabi State. People are now in fear. There is a huge Where the army comes from where? And where did the army come from? They want to come and attack Raleigh County, part of Warami State. And people, the government now is living there. You don't know what's going on there in part of Toch. And people are now sleeping, discussing different issues, and they are not comfortable in Juba. And people are dying there. And they do say there is peace. There is no peace. Government must to plan the way we citizens can go peacefully. Citizens are not in peacefully. And politicians are now in peacefully there. And citizens are fighting themselves there. People are fully there, and they don't know there. There's another person going to give a good report there. Now, when you go there, when you have a people there at the side of Mayom, they can tell you. They can tell you, me, I've talked from you now, I'm from county court of Warami State. And my people are now dying. And my family is now burning. And politicians are now sleeping, discussing different things which is not concerned to the peace. So this one, our politicians, when they go to Washington, they must bring peace in South Sudan. We are one people. This country belongs to us. Sure. And all the resources in this country, they are belong to citizens of South Sudan. They are not belong to the individual people, which are going to discuss the way which are going to use the farmers, the way we are going to use the resources of South Sudan by themselves, individually. This country is not belong to individual people. It is belong to all of us.
Sure.
So let our politicians plan the way we bring peace in South Sudan. People are suffered, especially in Warami State. They are suffered from Warami, coming from Unity State.
Thank you so much. Your concern is, of course, peace, and I am sure your message has reached out to the concerned authority. According to you, this delegation that also traveling to Washington, D.C., they should talk to some other international peace partners, and they should bring lasting peace to South Sudan. I've got a text message right here. This one is saying peace is the only way to bring our suffering to an end. I hope the coming back of South Sudan delegation from USA, I hope all the best in the coming back of South Sudan delegation from USA in advance. Thank you so much, Ambassador Redkor Chop in Mangaten. Keep your messages coming right here. Meanwhile, via our Facebook page, this one is coming in from Gordon Riak Malek. Is appreciating the topic of discussion, and he's saying our delegation will be attending the conference in the United States organized by World Bank. However, we are faced by significant challenges in implementing changes within the economic sector here in South Sudan. An economic conference was held last year, facilitated by experts, yet there has been no notable improvement in the economic landscape. It's essential that we strive to enhance our situation by utilizing our economic and establishing a sustainable economic reform. Thank you so much, Gordon, for sharing your thought with us. If in case you've just joined us, you're listening to the Sundown Show with me, Madrama James, and we are talking about the delegation that is yet to set to United States after the United States government granted a visa for South Sudanese delegation to enter to their territory. Now more via that's our live call. Hi Radio. Hi Radio. 091102298696 is the number for you to share your thought with us. Hi Radio.
Hello, hi Radio.
Naam. Misa Nur Munu wa Darmin Wen.
Makenar min Yambia.
Gadda Manarwi.
Okay, risala tayana wadi lana cha ajira wa Amerika. Au laja ana dero fi na Amerika na kedu nijibu lana salamu ya kwana. Ita ma bagdare yani akate te wada take siro mal WhatsApp ita benodi fa awol ya ita be kate te wada take tene te kunu jemila. Serikata alji wonu sugal serikata be jibu fi sakila wala salau bele dawolo ya be jibu ajade. Ana mutajin esen salam. Ana mutajin esen salam. Ana ma mutajin ya ajata dunia. Ajade ma jibu salamu ke dijawol yaw baddak yaw serikata de jibu. yala serikali bejibu o shakila girwa yali gimutu yali gamul sunu risala taegi roa le na shala girwa fa Amerika de ya shukran.
Shukran jazilan. Hai radio 09 wide wale 229 زي حكومة بتاع US أقبل عشان جنوبين يمشي ويقدروا انتماء مهم أو انتماء دي ناس وول بانك أو جاهز فأنا قاعد باساليتا بالميسا ديتا متأكد delegation اللي بيمشي من جوبا إني دي لهذه في US ده بيجيب تغييرات بالذات في فقط بتنا في داخل جنوب السودان وكمان situation الجنوبين قاعد بمروا من فوقه ولا لا. تصل معنا. هاي راديو.
الو بلا ما جيمس.
يا ايوه.
ويلم لنا جوان ثاني.
قدم.
هاي بلا ما ده سمع لنا سنين.
قدم.
هاي تعرف بلد يا اصلا يعني انا بدي شغل كتير ثاني في امريكيه لدولة امريكا ذات بالذات كده يعني اصلا هم يعني وقف معنا من بدري لحد يوم الليله حتى رقم كابتن لنا كتير ده ما نجيب معنا لسه. شفت أمنا الآن شفت اجتماع ده اجتماع كبير اجتماع مشمل كبير اقتصاد تا عالم كله كقول يعني. إفرادهم لنا في كلام في جزء تانو دينا كان ما في كان يسافر لكن من قادر لنا يعني فانا كده بشر الناس كمان قاعدين كمان في الدنيا عشان كده ودنا طلب نحضر الاجتماع بتاعهم بين الاجتماع ده طبعا بيساعد عنده فوائد كتير. الناس لو ماشي انا بعدين ممكن يجي من هناك لو هم المسك في راسهم كويس بيجي بفوائد كتير. يكون في واحد ده كله كان الناس تعرف جبال حتى الناس اكوي جبال كان طلب حاجات اللي يعني حاجات زي كان جاوب ممكن الناس كان جاي من هناك ممكن تروح تدرس بيجي شركات دي بعملوها شنو بعملوها هي كانت اقتصاد بلا ما اللي قدام عشان ما بيكون ثاني ده حاجات كتير التعب عشان كده مو لازم كده نلاقي لازم مننا الناس كمان يمشي هناك حتى مدينه كان جيزه كان ما في زي من الجنوب يمشي في امريكا. نعم لكن مناسب اسمه مشمل مو لسه يعني أنا كان كده زي زادو لكن عارف الناس اللي لسه وقتها ما معنا لكن ما لهم الليل لسه يعني حتى فوق أن قانون السوق ده أنك شعب جنوبي أي حكومة جنوب السودان لسه أنا بكان ده من وجهين ما لسه شو تعرف سفارة بتوعنا كان الجبال الكذا كان طالع من أمريكا جوا وده سفارة بجاي قال لك الناس يطلع بجاي يمشي بهناك بما الناس اللي بيحبنا أنا غير لا بيعمل السوق بتاعنا ده ما مش ما بيجيب ال غير في البلد اللي فوق غير في البلد تاخد بيكون في نور في البلد بيكون بلد هو يعني صعب بيكون ماضي لكن يعني علينا بس ياو مشكلتنا هذه برامج بجاء تقيل دي كلام يا بلد.
شكرا جزيلا. نعم ويلي. Stephen is saying home solution is better than outside solution if we South Sudanese people can put our differences aside and issues of corruption, selfishness, self-determination, nepotism, nothing will change our situation right here. Hi, radio.
Hello.
Ayua.
Itagat kalima Adriano Pascal Fiambio.
Marhab. Keb Western Equatoria Belmisere.
شكرا. أنا ده الوصل في برنامج.
قدم.
المشكلة زولا من البيت مفروض ندفع حوال. إذا كان ما ندفع بيتك مفروض أكل إذا ما بعرف الرقم وأكل. أجي المهم إننا دايرين سرام إننا تبانين. ناس الجارة في أمريكا ده كلهم نجيب سرام حوال بعدين بيجيبوا أجاب تانينا. زول كان مسألة بيتي تمو بقدر يجيب كوزرون يجيب سند. ده كلمة بتاعي ناس مسؤولين بتاعنا وشكرا.
شكرا جزيلا. Now we have got a text coming in from Chivali from Mia Sabai saying my greetings to you and hopefully granted visas for 3 delegates is not the free on banning visa, is just testing of faith. They will still revoke and thanks so much. That's your opinion. But we are asking you, do you think South Sudan participation in international meetings such as World Bank Spring meeting can help improve our economy at home? If yes, tell us. And if no, also tell us. 0911-229-86986 or else 0913-986-986 is our text message slot. Hi, radio. Hi, radio. ما مشكلة لسه بيرجع تاني وأشارك معنا رأي بتاعك يا مباشرة ولا أو لنا رسالة بجاي توالي. أي راديو.
مساء الخير.
مساء النور.
كيف تمام؟
ما بطل الحمد لله.
ما هو أستاذ من واو.
مرحبا أستاذ.
شكرا لبرنامج والرأي بتاعي برنامج ده ما بغير أي حاجة في الإيكونومي.
ليه؟
نحن الوزارة المحلية جزء من الوزارة ما بودي ريفينيو بتاعه في أكاونت بتاع حكومة. الكولكشن بتاعه يوم ده وزارة ده جزء من الوزارات ده على كورابت ده. نحن هو بعمل كولكشن للتاكسز بتاعه ما بعمل ريميتنج للأكاونت بتاع حكومة. هو هو وزارة الواحد الممكن يولي example لباقي وزارة عشان الريفينيو ده يعملوا كولكتد يوديه لأكاونت بتاع حكومة يعملوا يمشي يصرفوا لسبل سنة. هو أصلا هو يا ماشي مثل الدولة هناك لكن بمشي بسهلوا بعدين بصالات بتاع كورابشن. هو بيجاوب شنو؟ بكورابشن بصالات بتاع منسي لاودري. هو بيجاوب شنو؟ ده بيكون صعب. هو ممكن هو يكون أول عشان يغير جنوب السودان ده لازم يمشي يشوف البوليسيز الستراتيجيك بوليسيز بتاع النهزل شنو عشان هو لما نرجع هناك بعدين يجي يعمل سيت اب بتاع Ministry of Finance جديد من زيرو. Because the current system is not working totally. It is sick. It has a virus. It is already being harmed by the government officials.
So how can we get the antivirus now?
Yes, they were going to get antivirus to set up the ministry from the zero level until we have the first anti-corruption commission, whereby every individual who takes 100,000 or even 500,000 pounds has to be accountable. Then from there we will have to make sure that all the government institutions who are collecting the taxes, they have to remit their taxes collected into the government account. Whoever fails to do that has to be accountable for. So, and if we are not doing this, then we cannot do anything. It is a matter of just wasting tickets and we come back and we come and pay and finish.
Thank you.
This system is already sick. It is already being harmed and we cannot cure it now. So they're going to just wasting of resources. I don't think whether there will be a change. Because the Ministry of Finance is one of the ministries who is corrupted. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, that is his opinion. Is saying based on the report released by the Cabinet Affairs Ministry under the directive of the Presidency through the Economic Cluster, it finds out that the Ministry of Finance falls among the non-complying institution in the country. So, with that, it's already having a bad name, and he really believe nothing will really come out. Remember, everyone is entitled to his or her opinion right here. Before we have our first commercial break of the show, I've got a text message coming in from Fachala County. This one is coming in from Waragwata Nyimo. He's saying, Yellow Radio, I'm watching you live from that Fachala County. My query is, will the issuance of this visa have any impact on the existing visa ban for other South Sudanese citizens? That's a very good question. And most of the government officials are also watching this program, and I'm sure they will also take your question into consideration. Thank you so much for asking. Let's now have our first commercial break in the show.
انتباه، كوليرا ده مرض خطير وممكن بيقتلوا في 3 ل 4 ساعات كان ما عالجوا. ولكن في خبر كويس لتا لقاح تا كوليرا البويدي بكاسما وفي عشان بحميتا وبحمي أسرتك. لقاح تا كوليرا البويدي بكاسما ده وآمن ومجاني، ممكن لأي زول من عمر سنة لفوق، وكمان نسوان الحوامل ومحات القردة إيال عشان بيشيلوا لقاح تا كوليرا البويدي بكشمة. ومع كده ما بويدي لقاح تا كوليرا لناس العيانين أو ناس اللي عندو كوليرا وإيال الأمور طمن تحت سنة واحد. بويدي لقاح تا كوليرا دي في كاسمة وبويدي 2 جرعة، جرعة الأول وجرعة الثاني عشان بيقوي مناعتك ضد كوليرا. بويدي جرعة نمرة 2 بين أسبوعين ل6 شهور بعد جرعة الأول. ومع جرعة 1 انت بكون حامي جسم لمدة بوصل ل6 شهور، ومع جرعتين انت بكون حامي نفسك لمدة بوصل ل3 سنة. لقاح تا كوليرا البودي بكاسما دي وبحميتا من أعراض تا كوليرا الشديد وبيقلل من انتشار تا كوليرا في مجتمع. كلتا ما فوتوا فرصة التطعيم في زمن حملة تطعيم البودي بكاسما ضد كوليرا البيجا حاصل في منطقتك. كلتا يتذكر إنه حتى بعد التطعيم مهم عشان تستمر في ممارسة النظافة والصرف الصحي الكويس. كلتا عالج دايما موية الشراب عشان بكون آمن، وكلتا استخدم بخانة، وكلتا معكرة في محل المفتوح. كلتا كسل إيدتك بموية النظيف وصابون، وخاصة قبل أكل وبعد كان تدخل في بخانة. وكان ظاهر ليتا أو لأي زول التبارف علامات كوليرا كلتا أطلب علاج الفوري. إذا كان إتا أو أي زول من أسرتك أو مجتمعتك عنده علامات أو أعراض كوليرا كلتا بلغ طوالي لأقرب مرفق صحي أو لعامل صحي أو لشخيلتكم عشان تبلغوا مساعدة طبية. لكثير من معلومات كلتا اتصل بوزارة الصحة في رقم المجاني 6666. رسالة دي بجالتكم من وزارة الصحة بدعم من منظمة الصحة العالمية يونيسيف والشركاء. عزيزي مستمع إذاعة آي راديو، لما تشارك في أي موضوع على الإذاعة أرجوك تفادي تصريحات بتحرض أو بيشجع على الكراهية. إحنا بنشجع نقد بناء وآراء هادفة اللي بتهدف إلى توفير الحلول للمشاكل اللي بتواجه الدولة. إحنا ما دايرين ترويج للشائعات أو المعلومات اللي بتعتبر بأنها شائعة أو أغاويل. إحنا بندعو إلى رسائل السلام والوحدة بين مواطنين جنوب السودان. ده آي راديو، عينك على جنوب السودان.
The Sundown for the news, views, opinion, debates and discussions. Listen to who is who talking about issues that affect our country and continent. Only on the Sundown, your eye on South Sudan.
Well, indeed, your eye on South Sudan. Welcome back from that commercial break. As you have heard, the U.S. government has granted visa for South Sudanese delegation to enter the U.S. and take part in the 2025 spring meeting organized by World Bank and International Monitoring Fund. Now, we are asking your opinion. Do you think a South Sudan participation in this meeting will help improve our economy back at home? Many of you have shared in your opinion, but let's keep the conversation going right here by sharing your thought on our Facebook page, or else you call us here live. Now we have Mading Jwaji saying South Sudan should learn standing on its own. All nations are equal. That's a sovereign. Running to that U.S. or China for more loan is only a trap to be faced by generations who have nothing to do with our current situation. Thank you for sharing your thought with us, Mading Jwaj, and let's keep the conversation going. We have Limo Chuol Biel is saying, I am watching you from Nirol County. I don't think the delegation will come back with anything beneficial. The Bretton Woods institution will only give them a heavy loan with a high interest rate, which they will use for hiring foreign machineries. They will not dare to normalize the economy. We have Gassim James is saying, thank you, iRadio, for your useful discussion. Thank you. We have Sabri Joseph Elia is saying, my greetings to you in the studio, Madrama James, and I hope you are doing well in the studio. No complaint, I'm Tamam here. What we need in South Sudan to embrace lasting peace in the country and provide reform in the economic sector by stabilizing the economy in the country. It is enough for South Sudanese people. It's to suffer in. Isn't enough for South Sudanese people to suffer in this country. Let this delegation bring lasting peace in the country and provide solution to our economy in the country. Ustaz Sabri Joseph Elia is watching us live from Gumbo Don Bosco residential area. Thank you so much. Now let me have on 091122 and 98698 right here. Halta mutakita delegation اللي بيمشي في واشنطن دي سي ده بيجيبوا تغييرات في جنوب السودان ولا بالذات في ناحية ايكونومي. هاي راديو
مدرمة مساء الخير.
مساء النور.
زول مسكين في جوبا.
مرحبا يا زول مسكين.
أوجي سلام حق لك وسلام لكل اللي بيسمع سانداون.
شكرا جزيلا.
بجد تعرف دلوقتي اللي أنا بقول لهم ده خطوة كويس. كون وول بانك إنه يقدم الدعوة وإنه يمشي في واشنطن دي سي عشان يحضروا المؤتمر أو الإيفير المشاعر من نفسه.
نعم.
الفائدة قالوا هم برجعوها على مستوى البلد. خلوهم يشوفوا باقي الدول اللي يديروا الأموال بجنبها كيفية. إحنا بقينا في يعني في جيل زي ما بيقولوا جيل التكنولوجيا. أنا متأكد الفساد المالي أو الفساد الإداري الحاصل على مستوى البلد زينا هنا ده حل بتاعه بسيط. بالذات في جانب بتاع مال لو عملوا داتا واحد بتاع ريفينيو بتاع حكومة بيعرف الرزق بيجي كم. أنا متأكد الكلام ده كان كله بيكون ماشي. ده أنا متأكد هم هيلقوا في ميتنج بتاعهم إنهم هم ماشيين فوق. أما جانب الاثنين الجانب الإداري إحنا لازم نكون إداريين لأنه متأكد إذا الإداري في جبهة بتاعه وبكون إداري في شغل بتاعه وزول له قرأ يعني إدارة سكول أوف مانجمنت بطريقة كويس وتقدر بيدير. لكن أنا ما أعرف هل الناس اللي سيئوا هم قرأوا هل إنهم رؤية ده يخلوا قرأ يمشي لقدام يزدهر هل يكون في استقرار مالي في بلد لأنه عندنا موارد كفاية. أستاذ مدرما جيمس.
شكرا جزيلا. هاي راديو.
Hello.
أيوة.
معك أنواع جديد من المدينة أول.
أنواع جديد مرحب.
I think our people, the delegation that moved to United States from South Sudan will come with empty hands.
Why are you saying so?
Because our people are good with talking, but implementation is a challenge to them.
What do you want them exactly to implement?
I want to take example. We have anti-corruption commission in South Sudan. It is there in South Sudan now. And it never happened one time that kept somebody who corrupt and misbehave with the huge amount of money. You will never had one time that somebody put in prison. Why? So our people are playing. I think they will come with empty hands. They are good in talking, but implementation completely is not there.
Thank you so much for sharing your thought, and I stay blessed there in northern Barkazal State. Will Francis John Andriano is watching us live from Wow, that's Western Barkazal. Let me talk to my last caller for now. I read you.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Welcome with this, and where are you calling from?
Talking to Jog Malo from Wow.
Marhab Malo.
Yes, this delegation which is going to Washington, I think in South Sudan here, people have just talked about everything, about the economics, but I see there is no implementation. Even if we mention now the things which are to do, no one can implement. So I wish that the delegation to go and talk about the delayment of salary, because this is the problem now in South Sudan, the economy. So when the salary delay, everything will not work, and also the implementation of collection.
Now, why would you request them to discuss about salary issues? Is it the U.S. government paying South Sudanese?
So it is a government that need to implement this one, and there is no accountability. If there is accountability now, the salary will not delay up to this time. So the delayment of salary is now what increased the problem in South Sudan.
Oh, I understand.
So let them go and come with the full, if not to delay delay of salary. Let them implement that one.
Okay.
So that our economy will be stable in South Sudan. Thank you.
My brother, thank you so much for sharing your thought with us. Now, with that, allow me to appreciate you for sharing your positive and constructive ideas with us in this particular show. Remember, the U.S., or known as United States of America, have granted visas for South Sudanese delegation to enter the U.S. and take part in the 2025 spring meeting organized by World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. The delegation will be led by the Minister of Finance and Planning, Dr. Marial Dongring-Ater, and will include other top government officials. Now, according to a statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation sent by iRadio, the delegation is expected to engage in bilateral meetings aimed at strengthening cooperation between South Sudan and the U.S. And finally, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says they have also written a letter to that's America, particularly that's Secretary of State Marco Rubio, reaffirming the strong and ongoing ties between the two nations. That's where our center of discussion has been. And thank you for those who have sent in their messages. Thank you as well for those who have called in live here. I've been your host, Madrama James, and may God bless you.
The Basma le Radio Hagiga, I Radio.